The meditation, moving meditation is very important in Tai Chi, okay? Moving meditation, so it's not meditation, moving meditation. So that's why we constantly thinking about meditation and we're thinking about not moving, okay? When we are moving, we forget about meditation. So this is a dilemma, okay? Let's be very careful. So we just go through holding Tai Chi ball, we go through holding Tai Chi ball, take the Tai Chi ball out, get Tai Chi ball bigger, okay, bring back Tai Chi ball, drop Tai Chi ball down to the earth, bring it back, and then we do like a single hand push. Push hand is the wrong name, you know, push hand is the wrong name, but roll hand should be the right name. But we do, that's considered also roll hand, you know, but because they have a nickname, so we should push hand. So we roll this way, okay, then we roll to the left, roll to the right. That's called roll hand, means you roll. But this is all moving meditation. This is all moving meditation. So meditation is so important. That's why most people make mistake when they do Tai Chi. Either they forget meditate or they forget move. Means you cannot move, then meditate, or you cannot meditate, then move. You have to meditate and move at the same time. That's most difficulty. You might be able to achieve by yourself. In other words, I achieve moving meditation to some degree. But that's not enough, because I can do moving meditation. I can do moving meditation. But as soon as I come in contact with the object outside, I sort of wake up, means I no longer moving meditation. Especially when I come in contact with another person, then my moving meditation is total out. Okay, so that's why moving meditation is very, very important. That's why we've been repeated, going through the moving meditation, you know, from the motion, checking all the everything, the condition of your eyes, mind, ear, tongue, okay, your neck, your shoulder, relaxation. We employ every Tai Chi principle. It's just try to ensure you are in moving meditation as soon as you move. Okay, you're into Tai Chi. So you might prepare yourself, try to get into that preparation. That preparation, it's not standing there. That preparation is moving meditation. You know, as soon as you get in, you move. As soon as you move, you meditate. Okay, so it means you have to be different. During this time, the most critical area is condensed breath, condensing, you know, condensing breathing. If we don't do condensed breath, we are not normal. We are normal human being, but we're not normal, okay? Condensed breath, it's what embryo doing all the time, okay? Condensed breath means your body, okay, your energy look like this. That's your energy, okay? So like we know we come from single cell. Single cell. Single cell has a center too, right? Everything has a center. So now this is our energy, okay? Last time we talking about that the control 8 directions. Okay, now you start to see why, okay? you go, in other words, if I go forward, okay, it means I'm going backward. Okay, I going upward, I going downward. I go in right side, I go in left side. Okay, this is considered what 6 direction only, right? But there's 2 more direction we couldn't see. Where is 2 more direction? These 2 more directions it's right inside your body, in your body. Okay, this is your body. This is your entire body. So you have to. This is center. Okay. Then you have to bring energy outward. Okay. Bring energy outward. This is the one direction you go. Why is one direction? Not bring your energy outward this way, this way, this way, this way. Those are not such things. You bring your energy outward same time, equally. Okay. Same time. Also, you bring your energy inward. Okay, we draw this way so you can see. So you have 2 directions. You have 2 directions constantly moving. Either you bring in or you radiate out. I say radiate out. So when bring in is condense in. Why we say condense? Condense means from every direction. If I just bring in like this way, okay, bring this way, that's not condense. Condense means I bring both way, every directions, all equally toward that center, toward the center. That's called condense. Radiate out, if you go just one direction, that's not radiate out. So when we fire like a rifle, okay, that's not radiate out. Rifle going one direction, but the explosion inside the bullet, right? That explosion is radiate out. Means they equally radiate out, like our light radiate out. So this is a very important concept must establish and understand, okay, and try it, and figure out, and feel it, and employ it into your meditation. Slowly introduce in, carefully, quietly, slowly introduce. Why slowly introduce it? Because you were like that when you were embryo, but you forgot already. You forgot already. Right now, our body is still doing that, except you don't know. Our body, for example, your heartbeat, right? You're contracting, expanding, your breathing, right? Yeah. You include, you rest, go to sleep, you wake up. There's a rhythm there. You feel hungry, right? Empty out, so now you have to bring the food in. After bring food in, push the food out. So back and forth. You can see that rhythm. That rhythm is exercise by itself, except we don't feel it anymore because it's so vague. The movement so irrelevant to our thinking because we detach it. But that's still there, very strong. Or still alive, of course decline because they start not as strong as when you were embryo. Embryo bring all the energy in and push all the energy out the same time, but that energy not necessarily like I say nutrient or something, it's energy, okay, to hold on this. So without this energy, if you just take one out, let's say take condense out, right? Then this entity start to fall apart. Okay, we can see that start to fall apart. In other words, you will just expand, disappear, vanished. Likewise, if you have a lot of condense, okay, all go in, okay, and you don't have expand, or I should say radiate out energy. Why I use radiate? Because to give the correct idea, radiates every directions. Okay, expand out. This is expand out. Look, just my hand. I didn't do anything back there because I don't have a two hand back there or two hand above my head or something. So that's why you see when we do the upper holding Tai Chi ball, when we exhale, you see my elbow moving toward my Dantian and my knees. Okay, I bring my foot up. When I bring my foot up, it looks like I'm going down. No, actually, because I touch the floor, so actually I bring it up. If I were floating inside the water, you can see my knee coming up. Then you understand. But because we touch the floor, we are no longer embryo. I keep in remind you over and over again, the year of 300. The year of 300 in the past, that the Tai Chi is still named as a prenatal meditative movement. That's the correct name for Tai Chi. Prenatal means you're not born yet. Means you are floating inside mother's womb. So when I bring my hand in, that's because I have no restriction, but I cannot bring my foot up because I'm standing on it. So that's why you see when I bring this in, I also bring my knee up, tall heel, bring my foot up. Versus I bend down, this is two different concepts. My body sitting on my knee, going down to the foot, versus the foot, the sole, in other words, the center of your foot, bring up to the knee bring to the pelvic area, to the Dantian. Two totally different exercise. That only can be achieved moving meditative. So you won't just do like this move, or bring this and then sink down. That's totally different. So when you bring in this Tai Chi ball, also bring your foot in like every direction, and the front coming in, the back coming in, the head coming, the tail coming in. So from every direction, all condense in toward the center of your body, which is Dantian, and then goes out from Dantian equally, going back out, and this is a reach out to the fingertips. So if you just bring it in, then you will start to cave in. We can see the problem, okay? Then you are Tai Chi principle, Tai Chi classic says, do not allow cave in or bulge outward. Tai Chi classic say that. This is what it means. Means when you do Tai Chi, shouldn't let it poke outward, okay, like stick outward. Means you no longer equally round, okay. So this is a very, very important concept, feeling, okay, the mindset you must establish in order to get the real power, okay, established, in order to reconcile, rebuild your body, heal, restore, going back to original way. We are not learn something new going that way. That way means aging, illness, and death. That way means restoring harmony and birth. Okay, so that's what the issue there. Okay, so cannot do this and cannot do this way. Okay, your body, the feeling. Okay, if you only expand, let's say you only can expand, radiate out like this. Okay, then what happens? You're gonna bulge out to some area. Okay, that's also mistake. That's not allowed. So must be equally outward. So when we were baby, when we were embryo, we have that natural ability, which is called life energy. Okay, that life energy doing the job for us. We don't have to think about it. Life energy powering entire process, giving that condense and expanding, radiate out the same time. So equal out, in other words, that's all equal out. So that's how you are so powerful, because you bring in, going out the same time, okay? So now you are rounded, okay? The same thing when you do Tai Chi ball, okay? This goes in, everything goes in, okay? Tai Chi ball expand, everything expand. Remember, we keep in emphasize the crown point. We keep in emphasize the bottom of your torso, the bottom of your foot, the center of your foot, called bubbling spring. We keep in emphasize the center of your palm. That's because that's where it reach out. So you want to equalize that. Equalize can create centering. Means you have a center. If not equal, see, if I bring this faster, okay, let's say I bring this faster, then I bring my foot in. See, it's not equal because you're overshooting that. So centering become a major issue, okay? Centering, okay? Centering is a big issue in Tai Chi. That means you have to have a center. The center is where your life energy originates. That's why they call Dantian. So you want to say Dantian, you might as well say center. Where is your center? That center being weakened and shift. In other words, center is already shift up to our head, and diffuse means disappearing. Okay, so that's why we have to re-establish that in order to waken up the original life energy, then we can use it. Now, where is this is a two direction only. This is two direction. Two direction just to hold on your chi, the life energy. Hold on your chi. Your mind is hopeless. Your mind already went wild, right? Our mind already contaminated, artificial, run all over. So this is the life energy. You have to hold on to it, because if your life energy, then you can hold on to your life energy by feeling. Okay. See, we keep in talking about feeling. Okay. Centering, feeling. We keep in talking about all the words, because don't use the thinking, use the feeling. Why? I try to use feeling, but inevitably, involuntarily, I become thinking. So eventually, I thought I'm used to the feeling, but I'm actually used to thinking. Confused. So that's why when you do two-person practice, or martial arts, or healing, or spiritualized developing, I'll mix it up. Mixed up means interruption. Interruption means you pop, like you supply electricity, suddenly you cut off without knowing it. You don't know. That's your thinking can be very dangerous. Your thinking is very powerful tool, but can hurt you, because thinking is pollute. Thinking is learning from inside out, reach outside, and that can give you trouble. Okay, give you trouble. So we have to know the nature of thinking, and we don't get hurt. So this is two directions. Where is another sixth direction? Okay. That 6 direction have something to do with thinking. Okay, so thinking and feeling, they are verses. They like dragging on each other. Okay, actually feeling earlier than thinking. Okay, so we, from life energy, we don't know anything, right? Life energy is doing the job. Then we have a feeling. Then eventually become thinking. Not another way around. Okay. So when you do it, you have to govern your thinking. Thinking and feeling must start to fuse together. And then feel what? Feel life energy. Feel that rhythm, that life energy. And then from there, go back to thinking. Okay, thinking. I want to do something, that's thinking. Okay, so I go forward. Now here you see, this forward, it's not this. This is not forward. Okay, that's bulge out, that's expand. Okay, that's contract, condense, and expand. No, this forward is moving the whole thing from here to here. Okay, so forward is this is forward. Okay, so if you move the center to here, that's forward. Move the center back there, this is a backward. Move the center down, this is downward. Move the center up, this is upward. Move the center to the right. Okay, that's go to right. Move the center to the left, let's go to left. Okay, understand that? Okay, so I have 4 directions. Now, how about diagonal? Watch here. I turn this a little bit, that's diagonal. Okay, I turn this a little bit, that's diagonal. Okay, so diagonal, it's not a new direction. Still forward, backward, I got in between. That's called diagonal. Okay, so if I go the direction forward and to the right, then I have a diagonal. Go backward and right, I have a diagonal. Okay, so that's not new direction. So you have 8 directions plus you have a 6 direction plus 2, so you have 8 directions. Okay, that's what the true meaning of that 8 direction. So you're going this way, you're going this way, going up, down. If I move this center down to here, okay? Then this is I move the whole thing here. So I going down, I going up, the same. Okay, I move this center to here. I going up, I go in right side, I go in left side. So now you see here, condense itself, expand, moving. That's 2 different things, totally different things. But that can keep you very busy already. So only can be done by feeling dominant, not by thinking, by moving meditation. So I cannot meditate here. I feel that, then I thinking I have to go to right. Then I move to here. I've already forgot the meditate, forgot this. That's why the All Master in all day constantly remind disciple, don't even thinking about wanna push your opponent. Cannot even thinking about strike your opponent. Don't thinking about poking your opponent. Question is simple. If I don't think about I'm gonna punch, kick him, or attack, then how can I attack him, right? That's always a controversy, and No, what the master try to tell you is, do not drop the meditation, moving meditation. Because when I'm thinking about I want to hit you, right, I have to keep up this meditative state, right? Keep up meditative state. And then thinking about I want to hit you, then I go back. That's called interruption. Do not interrupt means I turn off electricity, right? Take a look at you, cannot see, then I come back, turn on the electricity, and then turn off, then go look at you. The same thing. So that's why the mind, it's very powerful, lethal, powerful tool. Also can serve like a, counterproductive to you, fool you. In other words, when you breathe toward yourself. So you already turn yourself into powerful, perfect, like ready to radiate, right? Then you turn off and thinking about I want to hit your opponent. Then you come back, turn on again. That's why it never works. That's the reason. Suppose I use my finger going to touch my opponent, right? So I have to generate this condense, let go, the power, so I do this. But I already have power, right? Then I say, oh, I got you. Then I'm thinking about, even before I pull back to poke you, I just thinking about, I got you, I have to poke you. You already terminate that state of that moving meditation. That's why in Tai Chi, in application of martial arts, Tai Chi has no such things. A pull back, a punch. Pull back, a chop. Pull back, poking. Pull back, a slap. No such motion. Just go, just flow. So your application will be exactly your moving meditation. As slow as flow, like this. Okay? So you moving this whole thing to here, right? And moving back here, or you want to move this way, whatever, has nothing to do with this. Okay? So I'm moving this whole thing to here, right? Why? Because my opponent's here, right? So normally I'm moving this back here, then I accelerate and smash into my opponent. That's your thinking. That's my thinking. Why? That's everybody's thinking. Because since I was baby kid, I grow up, I learned that. And I survive very well in our world, society. My hand, lip weight, punch kick, coordinate. That's me, okay? Because I already morphed from a single cell, multiple cell, embryo into total different. Just like the worm and butterfly, it's total different. You forgot how ugly you look like. I'm butterfly now, so I'm not like that. See, so that's why it changed. That change make you cannot go back there, make you have to drop that. Okay, so this is your opponent. I'm here. So what should I do? I have to move back, right? And then I accelerate, smash into the opponent. So I have backward motion. I have forward motion. See? Likewise, I want to step on someone, right? What I have to do? I go down, I jump up, and then jump the person. See, you go up and down. So I can say, that's nothing special, just up and down. I can see. I want to punch somebody, so I come back, then I punch him, right? Run into him. This is, you can see, that's upward, forward, right and left. Except, what are you going to do with that two? Add direction. That add direction, the last two directions, most important. Most people don't realize. So in Tai Chi, you flow, moving, drifting, we call float. Float is very important. I'm talking over again. So you have to flow, this over here, right? Come in contact with your opponent, right? And then how are you going to attack your opponent? Then that's where you start. Then you do this. Okay, let's say you move over here. Then you this is center. Then you condense. Now you can see here, like this, right? This condense. That means your opponent doing this to you. Okay? Right? That's your opponent doing that to you. That's you condense. That's later, more complicated. Means when he's attacking or whatever, I'm also condensed at the same time. That's not necessary. You can condense your own, even your opponent doesn't do anything to you. So, this is your opponent, and you move closer, okay? You just condense yourself, okay? You condense, well, how you condense? Breathe in, feel your entire body, feel your bone. Bone is your center. Bone is your, why we have a bone? That's a dense area, the center, right? That's all the center, everything. So bring all into your bone marrow, that's what they say, okay? And your bone, your entire body has a center. Also, after that center, goes all into the center. So many centers, small center, local center, then finally funnel to one center. So memory come back like your embryo, your single cell. After that, you cannot go in forever, right? When they all come in, collide, they have to expand. So they start to expand. When they expand, we call radiate, just like explosion, okay? That explosion is equally distance, everything. So that explosion will look more like this way, because it coming out, that wave coming out to your body, okay? So it's get bigger, like this way. So now it's go bigger, so go into your opponent's body now. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So it's become like a wave, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, keep going, okay? This is the same, equally direction, like it going like a gong, like a drum. That's why Tai Chi classic says, condensed breath, should be like a hit the drum. Hit the drum means compress. Compress to one point only. You hit the drum, hit the balls, will make a funny sound, just pull, Like a hit the gong, you use the balls or pull. But you hit the one, then it will radiate out. Okay. So when you condense, means you bring everything in to one, then you start to radiate out. This radiate out, it penetrates to your opponent, not physical. Be careful. This is not physical. This is not physical. Ram into your opponent. Okay. This is a broadcast. It radiate. I keep use the word broadcast. Broadcast that signal. Okay. That signal into outside. Okay. Into your opponent's body. Okay. If this would be a piece of wood, piece of plastic, okay, a rock will just dissipate, has no result. But if this is also has life energy, like a human being with a mind, life energy, then it picks up as long as you have life energy. So this signal waking up to say, what's that? Okay, or echo back, back and forth. But because this has so much vibration, will echo back and cause the explosion of this entity. Cause explosion. So that's why boiled down to so-called 8 directions, the most important is 2 directions. Without these 2 directions, your other 6 directions meaningless. Like I can move forward, I can move backward, I can move right side, right side. I can move left side. I can move down, up. So what? So I have to, inside, I have to echoing out and condense, echoing out, condense, echoing out all the time. This is why the single form training it's a must and essential. Become the inner training, secret. In other words, all those lineage coming down, they have a martial art form, they have long form, but why nobody want to show you the internal form, the single form? Like you go up, you go down, complete. Right? You go in, you go out. Now you see my hand moving, that's only outside. But inside, you have to learn detail. The inside, how can I bring it in? How can I go in outward? Okay. Even a raised hand stance, you can see inward, outward. Instead of the Tai Chi form, just here, the next, you just go here, go there. No. Each Tai Chi form must be single form and must designed to learn from one center point, expand to every direction, and then come back. Okay, if your single form doesn't have this, then that's have a flaw, have a defect. That's not complete. So a simple raised hand stance practice, you see like this, that's not good enough. Why? Because we always ask, how did you get in that form? Where they come from, right? So a single form must start from nothing, right, into center, right, and then expand. Then I pop up, right. Then I expand to the back, to the right side, left side, to the sky, to the earth, and then I start to go back to the center again. That's why you have that open up and to the center. Yeah, open up to the center. So finally, I set her at that raised hand stance. So if you say, show me a raised hand stance, say, like that, that's wrong. Then you can tell, ooh, that's very cruel. That's no meaning. That's man-made. That's thinking, just, raised hand stance. That's the thinking. Doesn't have that, So you have to, from nothing, right? Bring into the center. From nothing, generate a center. Okay, from center, expand to everywhere, and then bring in, and then go out again. Then that's your original, original way. That life energy, doing condense breathing. Why we use the words condense breathe? Because breathing is like this: inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Means condense means you, why we call condensed breathing, means you are following that breathing, that life energy breathing. Life energy breathing is not breathing air. Life energy is by itself, it's like this. That's why we call you alive. When life initiate, expand, then suddenly contract, and expand, contract, just keep going. That's why you're alive. If just contract, and that's it. Then you finished. Or like expand, and there's no contract, you finished. That two opposite but equal force, that's your life. You just go in and become very complicated. So you have a thinking. Be careful. Life energy go by feeling. Okay. Eventually, a very complicated feeling becomes thinking. So thinking is outside there, outside. That's why you have to bring the thinking back to feeling. Just that alone gonna take you many years of challenging practice. Means you have to identify. We keep in say, when we do Tai Chi, we teach Tai Chi, we always say, oh, relax, calm down, right? And then concentrate. You cannot say concentrate. Oh, calm down and concentrate like a fox, very focused. Concentrate means the thinking is like this. And then you have one direction first, then you can concentrate. Okay, that's a thinking. When you concentrate, still not good enough. That's only thinking. So must concentrate on the feeling. Concentrate how I feel it. Not concentrate on one point. Concentrate how I feel. And that feeling can go into the center. So be very careful with the help of your thinking. Means mind, with your help of your mind. Okay? So explain this is very important because if you don't remind yourself, I say repeat, it means numerous times, years, decades, repeat, you can easily going back. So thinking, feeling, centering, that's all very important, the ingredient, okay, mind. Okay, mind activity, that's a thinking. So your mind is very important. Don't throw your mind away. Say, well, life energy, I just want life, so I don't want to think. No. Thinking impel your feeling of mind energy. But now we're gonna tell my thinking, right? You did the bad things, but I want you to do the right thing now. So you can use the thinking to become a fox thinking, strengthen up thinking. That's use your mind power. Mind power gonna help you, force that force that already forgotten the mind activity, which is feeling, to waking it up. See, to feel it, almost like to feel it, almost like you calm down and pay attention, listening, almost like that. Or you are looking very hard in the jungle or in the crowd, looking one thing, okay, like pay attention. Now this time you pay attention, you want to pay attention, where is my feeling, right? So you start to pay attention, feel it. Feel your finger, feel your hair, feel your heartbeat, feel your whole body. So during this process, try to tame your thinking like a wild monkey, wild horse, to turn around, to be your servant. Require relaxation. Require lifestyle. Lifestyle means organized, like no obligation. No responsibility. No, don't. Somebody say this, that. They say go ask John. That's not my business. You become what? Baby. You don't go ask baby. Say, oh, what shall we eat today? No, right? Baby doesn't care. Because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know the language. I don't know anything. That's very powerful. That's very powerful during that time. So we forgot already. We ruined. We ruined. So now we restore, reconcile, repair, go back. Okay. So that time require calm, relax, simple, very simple. You know, like one track mind, just inhale, exhale, and just feeling. Plus, non-distraction. So to do that, that's why during the practice, we want you to calm down yourself and close your eye. No, you are not falling asleep. We know you can sleep. You know how to sleep. I know how to. When I get tired, I just sleep, right? And you close your eye. Why close your eye? Means the center at work. See, I'm so tired. Means I'm going to fall apart. Life energy come rescue. You are tired, so automatically, start to pour everything. So my eyelid become where I go into there. Actually, back here. Ultimate. You say into the brain. No, brain also go back there. To looking for help. What should I do now? Life energy say, well, just shut up, calm down, and let me do the job. That's why sleep, it's repair, recharge up your energy. Okay, that is inside you. So every Tai Chi movement, every form, every little move, I want you to tell me what the heck you are doing. And you better convince me that makes sense. I say, right? I say, what are you doing? And then I say, yeah, I understand now. But I say, that doesn't make sense. That makes sense like this, but not make sense to that, called ultimate, right? So you say, yeah, I know. So next time I see you like this, I better get out of the way, All this, I know you're going to poke my eye, right? So that every move must make sense. You suppose doing what? Grand ultimate. You suppose doing the origin of what the universe is supposed to be. So I want to see how origins that is. That's why disaster. Today, many people do Tai Chi, but they are turn Tai Chi into, downgrade Tai Chi into a slow motion martial arts, slow motion Shaolin, slow motion karate, slow motion boxing. That's a total disaster because that doesn't make sense. Why should I slow down? I'm supposed to fast. Then why slow down? Controversy to each other. That's why you have to use your thinking, sort that out, become a mind power, and become, instead of taxi, instead of deprive your feeling, now turn around, become enhance, enrich, helping your feeling, start bring up your sensitivity and feeling. Okay, so your eyes calm down, your eye close. No, you don't fall in sleep. You start to visualize inside. You want to look at the inside. Your ear want to look at it, hear inside. Because at the beginning we say, look at the inside, ear, hear inside. You say, what the heck that? Because I'm beginner, I don't know. So okay, I tried. This is a try to center it. Center means try to center it, not just say look at the center. No, try to bring all your thinking, whatever evolved before. Like you morph into a butterfly. Now we want you go back to like a shape of worm, like original. That type. That's why Tai Chi called prenatal meditative movement. Year 300. So very, very important. Also, it's telling you what is Tai Chi. Okay, means I wanted the original one. I want to go back. Okay. So you close your eye, you start to breathing, look at the center, step by step. you re-establish your feeling. So that time, your feeling here, okay, and your thinking, they are tug war. They are fighting back and forth, and they mix each other. The thinking is very powerful. Thinking can go underneath the skin of feeling, and it kind of make you say, I feel something. No, you are thinking. Likewise, let's say Dantian. Dantian means the center of your life energy, where you initiate. So we say, oh, thinking about your Dantian, right? That's a step one. That's not what you want. You have to feel your Dantian. Thinking about Dantian is not right, not good enough. But if you don't think about Dantian, what good that for? Thinking about the center of your palm, thinking about the center of your foot, just thinking, right? Not enough. One day you have to feel it. You feel it day and night, all the time. So in Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu has that. Lao Tzu, he teaching Tai Chi from beginning to the end, except you don't know how to interpret that. Chapter 16 tell you dedicate, at the most concentrate, right? Dedicate to that invisible power. Life energy, universe energy. Until suddenly you can see 10,000 things. Well, that's a quick jump. You don't do that. It's going to take us a long time. Tai Chi, a long time. We try to, one day we, boom, can see 10,000 things. Of course, he doing so fast. He say, you get in that way, and that's the end. See 10,000 things is the end. Here is a tunnel. I show you how to get in. Concentrate. At the most, he used the most. He said, oh, I concentrate. I pay attention. I say, you are not. If you really pay attention, things explode. That's what he wanted you to see. But I cannot pay attention, things explode, because I don't have enough ammunition. Give me ammunition, right? I say, I concentrate. No, you don't concentrate too good. I cannot concentrate too good. Because why? I goof around too much all my life. I play, I pretend, I thinking, I imagine. My work, my job, I driving car, surviving, get food, counting money, obey the law, everything. It make me so much fake, artificial, whatever. It's not me. It's the things outside make me work. I thinking, I'm this, I'm that. No. Because I ask you, what is yours? That's not yours. You acquired. So learn, Lao Tzu say, learn knowledge. Learn artificial knowledge. Learn how to fix computer, learn how to do this, to calculate stuff. You accumulate. Ooh, I accumulate. I'm PhD, I'm this, that. Accumulate. By the way, PhD also artificial concept, right? Here's a PhD. This is whatever. This is here, like a black belt degree, right? That's all artificial. But it's embedded in you. It's in my thinking. And that's a pollutant, cost me trouble. So my thinking, try to concentrate. It's so dirty, I cannot concentrate because I cannot concentrate when I was a baby. Baby doesn't need to concentrate because by nature, baby already concentrate. If you try to concentrate, you're really in big trouble. Like one day, I'm like this, really wild, my mind. And then I try to calm down and concentrate. When you say you try to calm down and concentrate, you are really in big trouble. You have not enough, what? Ammunition. You don't have enough this power, this pouring in power. You have more this power. That's the thinking power. That power from here get to the skin and start this. That's all the diffused, all that thinking, all over. Now I don't have enough to pour in. So I look at the inside, everything is initiate. You start to go in center, let go, eventually your feeling start to restore. You want to go back to that restore. Okay. And during this process, so much effort dedicated to the feeling everything, right? You're different. Lao Tzu has one beautiful word for it. He said, why am I feel like a fool? Baby, like a fool, right? No, it should say, why I feel like a newborn baby. He didn't want to say that. He already said that. Say, can you be like a baby? Can you be like a newborn baby? Right? No, in that chapter, he said, why am I like a fool? And everybody is so successful. Dress nice clothes, have a spring break party, right? He's saying all that. They have a nice building, all this, that. Why I feel like a loser, like an underachiever, like a fool? Why am I like a fool? Beautiful description. So if you don't feel like a fool, well, we should say, now we know. We should say, why I don't feel like a newborn baby? More precise. But he didn't want to tell you that because you are in a society. Okay, so when you like a newborn baby and you do Tai Chi, it will look very funny. You feel like, why am I like a fool? Why am I? Because I don't know anything outside. I don't care. I'm all here, right? I'm in and out, condense, expand, perfect. So this is a very important exercise we have to do in every form, okay? Single form, Tai Chi form, long form, yeah. So where is your center? Where is your feeling? Right? And then you worry about traveling up, down, right side, left side, forward, backward. Forward, condense, backward, condense, expand, right? Right side, left side, condense, breathe. Up, down, condense, breathe. This up, down has nothing to do with the in here, okay, the feeling. So separate. You have to separate the feeling and the thinking. Separate these two directions. Condense, radiate out, expand out. This is broadcast. I call that broadcast too. This is a condense, expand, okay? And then here become broadcast. You have to have these two, condense and broadcast the same time. Condense and expand the same time, then become broadcast. I have to say this again. Okay. Let me do this so you can see much clearer. Like I say, if you condense only, right, no good. If you expand only, no good. Okay. You have to condense and expand at the same time. Look, this friction. Then it will cause broadcasting. Okay? Will cause the broadcasting. So transferring power is a condense and let go at the same time. Same time. Meditate and move at the same time. Meditate and move at the same time. Okay. That's why in Tai Chi you do everything same time and generate original energy. And this original energy traveling in that space, which is not ordinary space. We have a different layer of space. Like this space, it's overlapped. So that's why I want to bring this up, let you meditate with the and working on these directions. And we call internal work. That can get you to the directions. All right, we will stop.